It's week 2 of the NFL, and we'll get a look at Joe Burrow. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. There's Chris Olave. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Carr going to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time.
They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Jamar Chase, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at the Saints defense.
And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And just shedding him off there. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Burrow looking to pass. And it's caught. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Carr.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be Falcon football.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now Burrow on 1st down.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And incomplete.
The Falcons are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do them any favors. They gave them 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow escapes the sack.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And bulldozing his way through.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Carr now to throw. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 25-yard line. On the counter, here's Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Burrow on play action. Touchdown Falcons.
Jamar Chase.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a first down.
7-yard gain. And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
A throw over the middle taken in. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Coup for the extra point.
Lining up for the point after.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run.
Well, now how about this return?
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. A give to Williams, running right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He finds Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Carr now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Falcons 16-yard line.
Carr gonna throw.
Olave over the middle.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now Carr.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Carr.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To throw his Carr. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And thus far, pretty one-sided. 17-0 to score at halftime. Ramondre Stevenson, a touchdown run in that first half. From there, it's a short trip in the Sunshine State down to Miami, as the Dolphins are at home as well. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jalen Waddle with a touchdown catch from Tua. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Josh Allen has thrown 2 touchdown passes. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
First down. Here's Burrow.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Here's 2nd and 10. A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
It's 2nd and inches.
Play action. It's Burrow.
And he will find his man on the outside.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. A throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. But they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive performance.
Saints 7.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Carr to throw again.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Here's a diving catch right side. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Carr.
He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Carr to throw.
Finding Williams on the check down.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Carr. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
That's Olave bringing in another one. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the Falcons' 20-yard line.
Carr now to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
6 brings up 3rd and 1.
Now Carr again.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Complete to Jamal Williams. 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Throwing now is Carr. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Saints 1st down.
On first and 10. Here's Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14.
6 yards. That's good for us Saints.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 4-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Touchdown, Saints.
Chris Olave
From 6 yards away.
and the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
There he goes, right side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Coup now for the point after.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Atlanta, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.